Boy George is universally recognised as one of music's most iconic artists. He first gained attention in the New Romantics clubs of London in the early 1980s. George was invited to join a new band being set up by guitarist Mikey Craig and drummer Jon Moss, and Culture Club was born. Their debut album, Kissing to be Clever, was released in 1982. The single, Do You Really Want to Hurt Me, became an international hit, reaching #1 in a dozen countries. In 1983, they released their second album, Colour by Numbers, to an even greater reception. Culture Club were on top of the world, and attention focused on George's androgynous look and his ambiguous sexuality. In 1985, George headlined on the charity single Do They Know It's Christmas, but the band didn't take part. Behind the scenes, relationships were beginning to break down. During production of their third and fourth albums, George's drug addiction began hitting the headlines, and the end of his relationship with Jon Moss sent him over the edge. He was arrested for possession for the first but not the last time in 1986. The AIDS era was also taking its toll, with George losing many of his closest friends, including fashion icon and club promoter Lee Bowery, who became the inspiration for George's hit musical Taboo. In 1986, Culture Club called it a day, and George went into rehab. In his quest for recovery, he discovered Buddhism, and his later music reflected this. Over the next few years, he released a number of solo albums and recorded a few movie soundtracks, hitting it big with the theme from The Crying Game. To date, George has sold over 100 million singles and in excess of 50 million albums as a performer and songwriter. His well-documented weight issues led him to adopt a macrobiotic diet, and he co-authored the Karma Cookbook in 2001. George also authored 2 best-selling autobiographies and co-produced and starred in his award-winning musical Taboo in New York and London. In 2013, he released his first studio album in 18 years, titled This Is What I Do. George also runs his own fashion label, Be Rude, and DJs at post-runway fashion shows for Versace, Philip Treacy and Hugo Boss. In 2016, George and Culture Club began touring together again.
The more you tour, the better you get. When we hit Wembley, we were on fire.
In November 2017, George recorded a cover version of the Village People classic YMCA in support of Australian marriage equality and LGBT youth.
Young man, there's a place you can go. I said, young man, when you're short on your dough, you can...
He also reunited with Culture Club for a world tour and signed his first new recording deal in almost 30 years, showing there's still more life yet in the boy from South London.
Really want to hurt me? Do you really want to make me cry?
Well, that's all from us for this week. Don't forget to catch our daily bulletins throughout the week at Pinksixty News, and join us again next time for more Pinksixty entertainment.